Situated on the Olympic Highway in the southwest slopes of New South Wales, Young is an interesting place to visit. It is widely known as the cherry capital of Australia. Rich in history and character, Young is a very vibrant town.
Young Shire has a population of a bit over 12,000. The town itself, population is about 8,200, thereabouts. Young has adequate accommodation, even though at this time of year everything's at a premium and the neighbouring towns take up the slack. We have 6 motels, plus 5, I think it is, hotels. And we also have, of course, a caravan park, quite an active, progressive caravan park. And as well as that, the Young Showground takes overflow from the caravan park also at this time of year. Young has 3 licensed clubs. 2 of those are sporting clubs, the bowling club and the golf club. Services and Citizens Club, it's the bigger of the 3 clubs, but it provides squash courts and of course restaurants and so on. The history of Young goes back to before the gold rush. The early settlers settled here. The earliest one was a chap named White. He settled the area around Young, and at that time it was called Lambing Flat. And it wasn't until I think the late 1800s that the actual town changed its name to Young.
Young is a very pretty town with some lovely parks. The architecture of some of the buildings built in the 1800s is quite exquisite. Rich in history, the Chinese gardens, built in the outer southern regions, are quite a tourist attraction. However, when in season, the biggest tourist attraction is the cherry harvest.
Hello, I'm Anna Hay. I'm a 5th generation cherry grower. My great-great-grandfather Nikolai Jasperser came to Young in 1860 as a free immigrant to mine for gold in the goldfields on Lambing Flat. He started this cherry industry, which is here in Young and has spread to other parts of Australia. He had plantings of up to 600 acres in the early 1900s. He planted grapes to make wine from for the miners, and cherries and other stone fruits, and planted lots and lots of vegetables. So he actually fed a lot of the miners on the goldfields and started this very small community into a fruit growing area. On Cherry Haven we have approximately 200 acres of cherries. Approximately half of that is new country coming through with new varieties and new trees. The cherries this year have been particularly good. We've had some nice rains during the winter, which is when we need our rainfall, and then we've had some boosting rains while the cherries have been developing from their blossom stage, which is the end of September, into nice dark plump cherries in harvest time, which is November for us. At Cherry Haven we employ between 150 down to 80 pickers a year. That depends on the season. Some seasons, especially those that are affected by drought, your numbers will be down because the cherries will be down, so we don't need to employ as many people. Pickers pick by the lug, they're paid by the lug. They bring the cherries into the packing shed where we size grade them into 5 different sizes, and then we pack out according to our orders and those sizes. Most of the cherries sell, there's a market for most things, and we employ between 20 and 40 packers depending on how many lines we're running. We have 4 lines. This year we've only had to run 2, but the fruit has been of extremely good quality and we've hardly had any throw out. Anything that we do toss out, it might be just a blemish or a rub or a rain crack, we'll go into jam, and we'll make our own jams which we sell in our coffee shop and our retail outlet. We have fresh fruit for sale there as well, cherries in cherry season leading up until the end of January usually. We also have plums, peaches and nectarines for most of the summer season. So summer fruits all round. One of the other specialties that we do, and it's something that I've carried on from my parents who started Pick Your Own in this district about 40 years ago at the end of the 60s, is pick your own cherries. Mum retired approximately 5 years ago. The people that purchased her orchard across the road didn't do pick your own, so we've taken it back up with a vengeance, and we just do a good job, I think, of showing people how to go out. We take them out on the back of the ute. They have fun kicking and waving and anticipating what they're going to find when they get out into the orchard. And then it's nice for people that having the opportunity to get out into a country area like ours, amongst these leafy green trees, and to pick their own cherry off the tree. It is quite special.
So plan a trip to this beautiful little town and enjoy an authentic country experience.